What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is going to be the season finale of Love and Hip Hop's family reunion. Listen, the finale is anticlimactic. It wasn't a whole lot, wasn't no whole lot of drama, which has pretty much been what the series has been. And I told you guys all along that I like it. I like the vibe. I like the fact that there isn't a whole lot of drama with it. I really do appreciate it, So let's just go through what we talked about. Now, I'm going to say this, though. I smell a spinoff. I smell a spinoff. Y'all tell me this whole situation with Carly and her daughter. Do you smell a spinoff? Do you smell like a 10-part Carly and her daughter reconnecting on a road trip or reconnecting and doing some things so that Carly finally gets it? Do y'all smell that? I smell it. I don't know if it's true or not. But in the world of love and hip hop, I don't take anything for what it really is other than a setup for the next show. As I feel like this is just a setup for the next show. But anyway, so we have Trina, Joy going over to Trix's house or his room with him and his son, and Trick is cooking, and he said it's been really great spending this much time with his son, and he hasn't spent this much time with his son in a really long time. Well, really, I think he said he hasn't spent this much time with his son, like, by themselves, uninterrupted, ever. And he was just saying how much he's proud of his son, how much he loves his son. His son is in college, he's at a HBCU, but he also said that he was passing his mic down to his son because he was saying that his son wants to get into music, and he knows that, he trusts that he's ready to do that. And he said, my son's going to college. He's getting sort of like that education because, the music industry ain't no joke. But he's going to sort of have that background to handle it, right? So that was cool. That was a moment. Everybody's talking about how much they learned, how great everything was, the experience. But some of them still have some loose ends that they need to tie up. Sierra is throwing a surprise party for Carly because she's like, I really want Carly to know that I heard her, that I love her, and I want her to understand that I really do want our friendship to work and want us to work on it. So Mama D is hosting a barbecue. Mama D is hosting a barbecue where she's cooking. And what she had was she invited the families, the people who had an immediate family member to come and then pass something down to that family member. And so for her and Scrap, she passed down a Bible from their family that's like 150 years old. Because she said, religion has always been the foundation of our family, even if, we've gone out and other things and done other things. Jock and his son, he said, when we were out running, you told me that, something that you were saying is that, I'm rushing you. He said, but I want you to understand that sometimes we think we have more time than we really have. And I need you to understand that I'm rushing you because I see it. Like, I understand that we don't have as much time as we think we have. He said, but I wanted to give you something that was timeless, but that will always mean something. And he was like, it ain't too much, but it's a little something, something. Now, it's a Rolex, but I'm sure that what he mean is it ain't, top of the line, iced out type Rolex, but it's a Rolex. So, I I take it. That's like saying, well, I ain't get you the big body, full Benz. I just got you a little baby Benz, but it's a Benz. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he was happy with it, and they had a moment. Carly and her daughter. Carly gave her daughter a teapot. She said, we drink a lot of tea, and so it means something. This is something we bond over. And then she got like a little plaque to put on the teapot. And it was nice, but her daughter was like, at the end of the day, I don't think she understands that this isn't what I want. This isn't what I need from her. All I need is her time. Like, I just want her time. And I don't think she's getting it. And so they sort of had a moment where Carly was like, listen, I don't know what she wants from me. Yes, I wasn't always around when we were growing up. When she was growing up, but I was out here working and hustling, and I did what I felt like I had to do. But I'm here now, and we do spend time together, and we have done things together. And one thing Trick said was that a lot of times as adults and as parents, we don't want to validate a child's perspective. We saw that with Judy and Mendices. We don't want to validate what the child, their perception and what they went through. Parents understand sacrifices are made, and they even understand why the sacrifices are made, but the kids don't always understand or see it, and it doesn't change the experience. Just because as an adult, I understand that you had to work 3 or 4 jobs and leave me with my grandmother for months at a time, and I only saw you from time to time. Just because as an adult, I might understand that because I get it now, doesn't change my experience as a child. And I think that's sort of where Carly is. And I know y'all have left stuff in my comments about Carly and how much she wasn't really around for her daughter, and she didn't do this for her daughter, she didn't do that for her daughter. Like, I get that and I respect that. But again, I can't walk a mile in Carly's shoes and say that I don't, because again, she was young, she was a single parent, and yeah, she probably did leave her daughter with her mother for extended periods of time while she was out working. A lot of parents, young parents, did that. A lot of them did. And it doesn't make it any different just because she's Carly Red. A lot of parents left their kids with the babysitter or left for years at a time while they were out struggling. Like, and I don't know. I ain't judging Carly one way or the other. But again, I think that's sort of what they're dealing with the perspective. And again, we saw it with Mendices and his mom. Now, his mom ended up apologizing to Mendices. And she said, I apologize for not letting you tell your story the other night. I really felt like I'm not over that pain yet. And I didn't want the story being told. And Mendices was like, but I wasn't going to disrespect you. I love you and I respect what you overcame. And again, you can't invalidate his story because you're not ready to face yours. And that's really what it boils down to. You don't want to face what you did to your children and their perspective and their experience because you're not ready to deal with yours. That's really what it was. So then he ends up leaving the two of them, for Yandy and his mom to have a conversation. And she apologized to Yandy. But I understand where Yandy's coming from. Yandy was like, listen, I'm just kind of over it. I feel like every time there's a problem, it always becomes Yandy did it. And at what point in time is it not my fault anymore? Every time something happens, I'm pulling you away. I'm doing this and I'm doing that. But she said, I want to, I accept her apology, and we end up right back here again, and I just don't know what to do to stop the cycle. But they sort of kind of pushed past that. I feel like we're going to revisit this on Love and Hip Hop New York. I'm just saying. She had a blanket that she made out of pictures. She said, when they were younger, when she was younger, they got evicted from their apartment. And in that eviction, they lost a lot of pictures, so she doesn't have any childhood pictures of herself, and so the blanket is a blanket of pictures, of her with her children that she gave them in Mendices. And she said, she said that it's a symbol of, that blanket is a symbol of reality of what a family is. Individually it's a bunch of thread, but when you put it together, it makes something beautiful. And so she was saying about the family. So then we had like the little surprise party for Carly that Sierra threw, and everybody came through and they had a good time. They was all taking shots and it was all cool in the gang, and all that good stuff. They talked about how far they've come as far as what friendships were healed. They talked about Erica and Bambi being in the same place and being able to have a conversation and it'd be cool. Paris was talking about how her, April, and Fizz sort of fixed their friendship. Sierra and Carly, so they talked about that and that kind of thing. Then we had the talent show. At every good family reunion, you got a talent show. Child, they tried to do the double dutch. Let me tell you something. You can tell that they ain't double dutch in the hood. I saw what they was doing wrong from here. They was going too slow. Did you see how slow they was turning that damn rope? Baby, you can't do that. You turn slow until the person get in. And the minute they get in, you got to speed it up. You don't even turn slow. Unless the person don't know how to, If they were turning at a regular pace, you jump in and you get your rhythm and you gotta go and you roll. But turning that slow, You can't get in there. You can't do the rope is gonna collapse. Y'all know, listen, y'all know back in the day. And if that means sometimes you gotta do this a little bit to get the rhythm. When you see people double dutching and they doing this, it's because they trying to get that rhythm. They trying to get the rhythm. You gotta get in there and you gotta roll. You gotta make it move. You gotta make it do what it do. That slow turning, of course they couldn't get shit done. But that's how I know that y'all didn't double dutch growing up. Y'all ain't double dutch. Because if you double dutch growing up, then you knew what to do. You knew what to do. Anyway, moving on. So they had the double dutch. That was a disaster, child. That was just a disaster. Paris came through, doing some product placements. On her new workout gear. She done lost some weight. She got her all like little sauna suits, workout suits and stuff. It was cute, Paris. I might give me one. I might give me one. It was cute. And of course, Paris is hilarious anyway. So she was doing her little move, her little dance moves with her little, scrunched up face or whatever. It was cute. Mama D came through and she did In That Order. Now listen, let me tell y'all something. Listen, In That Order was my jam. I think I downloaded In That Order. I really feel like In That Order is in my iTunes library somewhere, okay? And she's like, anybody that know the dance, come on through. And they was out there doing it, and the crowd was moving. Listen, Mama D is a good time. Mama D is a good time. And In That Order is a bop. I don't care what nobody say. In That Order is a bop. And I was here for it, okay? I was here for it. Then we had Ray J and Carly doing their rendition of Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, no. And then Yandy came through with the good spiritual at the end. Yes, Jesus loves me. Listen, I ain't know Yandy could sing. Yandy can do a little something, okay? She can do a little something, little this, a little that, little something. Now, the only person that I feel like didn't get the kind of closure that they wanted or needed or whatever was April. She was saying that her Fizz, that she really wanted more closure than what she got from Lil Fizz, but ultimately it's cool for them to be able to be in the right, in the same place without a whole lot of. But I don't know. I feel like she wants something from Fizz that she ain't gonna get. She ain't gonna get it. And that was pretty much it, y'all. It was the finale. The season didn't give us no drama, so the finale wasn't gonna give us no drama. But it was cute, it was cool, and I was here for it. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Drop it in those comments. Peace.